Hi friends, it's Miss Bree. We're gonna go ahead and dive right on in to our lesson today, all about math. We're gonna be talking about addition, subtraction, and you're gonna become pros at both of these math concepts by the end of this lesson, I hope, and I really hope you enjoy. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you so we can go ahead and just jump right on in. All right, so the whole center of this lesson is going to be identifying the difference between identifying the difference between addition or subtraction. Two very important math concepts, especially for you second graders. So like I said, you're going to become pros at this. So before we go ahead and jump right on into our lesson, I wanted to first review these two concepts, okay? So subtraction. What is subtraction? I know that most of you know that subtraction is identified by a subtraction sign, which is just that line, right? But the meaning of subtraction is the action of taking away from a total amount or comparing two different amounts, right? So in subtraction, you might hear us say taking away. There's other key terms like what is the difference, and that's when we're going to compare two amounts together. So for example, if I have 3 Crayola twistable crayons or pencils, whatever you want to call these, if I have 3 and I want to take away 2 of them, I'm going to take away, and now I'm left with 1. Okay, so that is the action of subtraction, right? Taking away an amount, getting rid of it. It is no longer here. We just have 1. Okay, addition is putting 2 or more things together, okay, or an amount together. So if I have, let's say I have 2 colored pencils and I want to get 2 more, how many colored pencils do I have all together? Okay, I'm going to combine these 2 amounts and I am left with 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so that is the action of addition, and it is shown by that addition sign. It looks like a cross, right? That is an addition sign. Okay, so really fast, subtraction is the action of taking away an amount, right? I had 4 to begin with. I want to take away 2. They're no longer here, so I'm left with 2. Addition is going to be adding things together, an amount together. So I have 2 and I want to get 2 more. So now I have 4. Okay, so addition and subtraction. So right now, before we get started deeper into the lesson, I wanted to give you guys about a minute or 2 to go ahead and gather some school supplies. I would like for you to grab just about 1 or 2 pieces of paper. They could be lined or they could be plain white, your choice. Get 1 to 2 pieces of paper. We might not use all of them. And go ahead and get some colored pencils, crayons, markers. If you don't have any of those writing tools, that's okay. That whatever you have available at home, okay? So you need 1 to 2 pieces of paper. I would get 2 just to be safe. And then you need some sort of coloring tool, like a colored pencil, marker, anything you want. So go ahead and pause this video and go gather those materials. Okay, so you should be back with your 2 pieces of paper. If you just have 1, that's fine, and then some coloring tools, because we're going to be solving some math problems together. But, oh, what just happened? Hold on, let me stop sharing that. Okay, sorry for the complications there. Okay, so we're back. So now I'm gonna first model how to do this problem, okay? So what we first want to be doing, the first step in solving a word problem is we wanna read the question out loud. So I'm gonna go ahead and read this. Aspen built 9 castles and Skylar built 4 castles. How many more sandcastles did Aspen build? So now my second step that I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to um, go ahead and circle some of these numbers that I see, okay? So together we're going to circle, we see the number 9, right? Aspen built 9 castles. And my word problem also says that Skylar built 4 castles. So we're going to go ahead and circle 4. My next step is going to be looking for some keywords, okay? So Aspen built 9 sandcastles and Skylar built 4 sandcastles. How many more sandcastles did Aspen build? So my key term in this sentence is going to be how many more. And I'm going to go ahead and bold that so we know how many more. We want to find this missing number, okay, in the middle to let me know, well, how many more? Aspen had 9, Skylar has 4. How many more sandcastles did Skylar or did Aspen build than Skylar? So that's telling me that this problem is going to be subtraction, okay? So I'm gonna unbold this word here. And this is telling me that my question is asking me a subtraction problem, okay? So now we want to draw out our work. So I'm going to go ahead and make this big again since we were able to work on this together. So Aspen built 9 castles, right? So I'm going to draw out 9 sandcastles, okay? So on a piece of paper, I'm modeling this one first. If you want to go ahead and write it down with me, that is fine. But you would draw 9 sandcastles out on your paper, okay? And they don't really have to be too great at drawings, okay? So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, oops, and 9. Okay, so my paper shows 9 sandcastles, just like the visuals on the screen. Now, Skylar built 4 sandcastles. So just below these, I want to separate it a little bit so I know the difference. This is going to be Aspen. So I think I'm going to write an A to represent Aspen, and I'm going to write an S to represent Skylar. Just like this. A for Aspen and an S for Skylar. So we're going to draw 4 sandcastles for Skylar. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So now what's the difference? What is the difference here? So we're going to go ahead and work on this one together. So we see that Aspen built 9 sandcastles and Skylar built 4 sandcastles. So in order for me to figure out the difference, I'm going to cross out on Aspen's side. I'm going to cross out 4 sandcastles because I want to get rid of 4 sandcastles to figure out how many more Aspen built than Skylar on the right. Okay, so 1, we have an X here, the first one. We have our second sandcastle crossed out. I'm going to cross out a third and fourth. Okay, so now I have 4 sandcastles crossed off, which 4 of those sandcastles represent Skylers of Aspens. So now I'm left with this amount right here, right? I got rid of all of Skylar's sandcastles that she built on Aspens, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go to the next slide and see what my number sentence is going to look like. So therefore, that means that Aspen built 5 more sandcastles than Skylar, right? So I'm going to, on my paper, if I model this for you, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to cross out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I'm sorry, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm left with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we crossed off all of Skylar's sand castles, right? Because we want to know how many more does Aspen have. Okay, we're not going to worry about Skylar's anymore. We got rid of her sand castles. We want to know how many more did Aspen build? Well, cross out 4, and now there's 5 left. So therefore, that means that 9 sandcastles take away 4 sandcastles equals 5 sandcastles more. Aspen built 5 more sandcastles than Skylar. So now we're going to do this one together. So now it says there are 7 ice cream sundaes. Hudson got some more. Now there are 12 ice cream sundaes. How many more ice cream sundaes did Hudson buy? So the first step, we write it aloud. Second step, we're going to circle some numbers. I see the number, there are 7 sundaes. Oh, going to circle that. Hudson got some more. Now there are 12 ice cream sundaes. I'm going to circle that number. So now it says, look for keywords. Okay, so Hudson got some more. I remember that the word more is going to mean addition. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that word, or I'll bold it. Now there are 12 ice cream sundaes. How many more? I see the word more again, so that's telling me this sentence is trying to tell me something. How many more ice cream sundaes did Hudson buy? So that means I started off with 7, right? Down here. I need to get to 12, okay? I'm climbing up, I need to get to 12. So that means I'm going to have to add an amount, right? Therefore, my question is asking me for more, so that means this is going to be addition, okay? Addition. So we're going to go ahead and highlight addition. So now the first step in this process is to draw out 7 ice cream sundaes, because that is what my sentence, my word problem started off with. Okay, so I'm not very good at drawing ice cream sundaes. You can try and copy this picture here. So I'm going to draw a circle on top, and we'll draw some cloud looking things, right? A bowl, just like that. Okay, so go ahead and draw 7, just like the image on my screen. So we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, draw those on your paper. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Right? So I have 7 on my paper here. So now, that next number that it asked me, Hudson got some more, and now there are 12. But how did we get there? Well, let's go ahead and we're going to keep 7 in our head, and we're going to count up. We're going to count up to 12. Okay, so we have 7. Okay, I'm going to add 8. I'm going to add 9. I'm going to add 10. And I'm going to add 12. So now I just added, so we started with 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. So now we have 12. So that means we just added 5 more Sundays. Okay, you saw me add 5 more Sundays. So we're going to go to the next slide. So now there are 12 ice cream sundaes. How did we do that? We just added 5 more ice cream sundaes to get to 12 ice cream sundaes. So you can see here this red box, kind of a box, right? This red outline is circling the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ice cream sundaes that I added. Okay, so we counted up. We kept 7 in our head. We would say 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So therefore, 7 plus 5 equals 12. Hudson bought 5 more ice cream sundaes. All right, so now I want you guys to try doing this one all on your own. Just for purposes, because I don't see you, I am going to work alongside you, and I will share during this my answers, but I'm going to try and give you some time to work on this by yourself. So let's go ahead and read this out. It says, Bella and Sophia went to pick apples today. Bella picked 10 apples. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to circle the number 10. Circle the number 10. Sophia picked 5 apples. So the next thing I'm going to do is circle the number 5. How many apples did Bella and Sophia pick all together? So think about this one. Bella picked 10 apples. Sophia picked 5 apples. How many apples did Bella and Sophia pick all together? Are there key terms in this sentence that is telling you what action we're going to be doing? If you decided on the word all together, you are correct. I'm going to bold that. The reason why all together is because we're saying it is asking us how many, we will highlight many, apples did Bella and Sophia pick all together. So if you remember, addition is combining 2 amounts together. So we can go ahead and state that this is an addition problem. All right? So now the first thing that we're going to do is what? We know we have 10 and we also picked 5. If you know what to do, go ahead and draw your amount. I'm going to draw my amount. So I'm going to draw so you should be drawing right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you don't know how to draw apples, that's fine. Just represent it as something like circles maybe. Okay, so I will show you what I did. So Bella picked 10 apples. Okay, so I wrote a B to represent Bella, and I drew 10 apples. Just like this slide here. Next, I drew Sophia's apples because, well, I saw the number 5, so I thought, I need to draw this out. So next, I drew Sophia's apples out just like this picture here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many apples all together? So just like that one problem, I know we started out with 10 from Bella. So I'm going to keep 10 in my head, and I'm going to count up with 5 more. So 10, we're going to do 11, okay, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, so if you see, we just counted up 5 more. So now, all together, we have a total of, let's count, 1, well, we can keep 10 in our head, and we can do 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? We counted up by 5, so let's double check by counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, right? So there are 15 apples that were picked all together. So now I want to challenge you guys. We are going to fill this number sentence in. So I want you to think, I have this number bank right here. I see the number 5, 15, and 10. Where am I going to put those numbers? First, we can decide, is this addition or subtraction? If you answered addition, you are correct. So we're going to put this symbol here. Next, my number 5, or 15, or 10. So let's go ahead and start with the beginning. How many did Bella have? If you answer the number 10, you are correct. We're going to put that here first. Then we're going to start with the number 15, or I'm sorry, 5, because we know Sophia had 5, so we're going to put that second. And we know after adding 10 and 15 together, we got 15. So we're going to put that here. So this reads 10 plus 5 equals 15. So therefore, my number sentence says, Bella and Sophia picked 15 apples all together. So now we're going to wrap this up. My questions that I have for you to think about are, what is subtraction, right? Is subtraction the action of taking away something, or is it combining an amount, right? If I'm subtracting, I am taking away an amount. If I am adding, I am combining a total amount together. So how do we subtract? Well, you can cross amounts off, right? You can take away, you can throw it away. What is addition? So we just said subtraction is taking away, so that means addition is combining two amounts. And we do that by counting up, right? We can do that by adding more pictures of whatever we're talking about. So today, I want you guys to know you were able to identify a problem. If a problem is addition or subtraction, you guys did a phenomenal job. If it seemed like I rushed through things, just feel free to go back, rewind, pause at any point. I hope you guys enjoyed my lesson, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good rest of your day.